Everyone, back again with the stretching video that I promised. Not going to go back into it. I talked about it in the introductory video, how important stretching is. We're all going to do a routine prior to each workout for stretching. Here's the routine we're going to do. Feel free to join us. If you've got your own yoga routine or other type of stretching, if you've got injuries, things that you stretch for that, feel free to do those. We just want to make sure that we're getting our body stretched out, our blood flowing, ready for the workouts. So we're going to run through a workout routine here. I've got Lindsay Ramsey with Ragnar Fitness and Yoga, the owner, to run through the routine while I cue in on a few things to make sure that we're doing these properly. So to start out, what we're going to do is we're going to start with moving the shoulders. We're going to start with shoulder rolls. You can see she's got her front leg there forward. She's got her body squared so that she's really just isolating that move into her shoulder only. She's going to be circling her arms forward. She's going to be circling them back, roughly about 5 each way, and then she's going to switch to the other arm. 5 forward, 5 back, really loosening up that shoulder. Once she's done with the shoulder roll, she's going to move into hand clasps. We're going to do a forward hand clasp. As you can see, what she's doing is she's really bringing that chest forward, curving those shoulders forward to get a nice deep stretch there in the chest. Then she's going to come back for a backhand clasp. With the backhand clasp, I'm coming back here, I'm basically connecting my hands at my butt, and I'm pushing them down, and all while I'm pushing out that chest and the shoulders. So I'm getting a really nice stretch the opposite way. We're going to run through that a couple times, back and forth for a few times, and then we're going to move on into the chest expansion. So with the chest expansion, we're just bringing our arms up over top of us and we're bringing them down. It's not just an up and down, we're really pushing that chest out, and the arms are driving back and the shoulder blades are pinching. So it's really a deep motion here, real deep motion to make sure that we're stretching that chest out. Once we've gotten done with that, we're going to come with a cross. We're going to do our wrist flexions, thank you. So getting into our wrist flexions, we're just bringing our hands up here. You can see that Lindsay's got a straight arm. She's going to be moving her hand side to side through and holding it at times. She's then going to bring her hand down, and she's going to work through the same motions, side to side. She's going to do that with both arms, really making sure that she's working these tendons out, getting blood flow to them. Then we're going to get our wrist turns. We're basically going to go clockwise, counterclockwise with our wrist, making sure we're getting full range of motion with them. Moving on into our cross body. Really working this part of the shoulder. You can see that her arm is straight. She's using this forward arm to basically push back towards the wall and really get a nice deeper stretch into that arm there. She's holding it for a few seconds to really get a nice deep stretch. You can see that she's not kinking her neck at all anywhere in there. We're really just isolating that shoulder. Coming out of that, we're then going to move into our lower body stuff. She's going to start with a forward fold. And in that forward fold, what you can see is she's bending forward, coming straight forward on the hinging at the hips. She's not really bringing her butt back this way. She's got a straighter line in her legs than I can have, or most people will have. She does a lot of yoga. It is okay to have some slight bend in your knees. You don't have to come to the ground. You don't have to come to your toes. Here's some modifications of what it would look like. We just want to make sure that we're really stretching out the back of the legs and the butt in this movement. Coming from the forward fold, she's going to move into a plank. With the plank, you can see that she's in a straight line here, with including her head. She's really putting energy back into her heels. You can see how her heels are moving back in an exaggeration there, putting energy through the heels. She's going to come through Cobra, moving back into a down dog. Now in your stretch, you'll flow through this a couple times, 2 or 3 times, through that flow of plank, Cobra, down dog, and back again. For this example, we're just going to keep moving on. You can see that she can actually put both of her heels to the ground. I can't do that, and many of you will not be able to do that. Your legs will be bent a little bit more the way she's showing here. So we're going to bicycle our heels up and down. We can go faster, we can go slow, get a deeper move out of that. We just want to make sure that we're really stretching out the inner parts of our, or the back parts of our leg, or both our calf and our thigh there. Coming out of that bicycle, we're then going to end up coming into lizard. So Lindsay's showing us our flow. coming through, and then here we are with lizard. Lizard's really like a runner's pose. However, her back's down lower. She's got both of her hands on the other side of her knee. Coming down to her elbows for a deeper stretch. If that's too deep of a stretch, she can bring her knee down to the ground there. So there's some different modifications depending on how deep you can get within that stretch. Once we're done with both legs on lizard, we're going to come up and we're going to get into our ankle roll. So we're going to make sure that we get a full movement clockwise, counterclockwise with both of our ankles. And then we'll come into Malasana. Well, Malasana looks a lot like a squat, but what we're doing is we're exaggerating and bringing our shoulders, our elbows, everything in front of our legs here, and we're holding it. Once we've done that, we're then going to bring into more of a ballistic stretch to really get our blood flowing, get our body warmed up to make sure that we're ready for our exercise. And we're just going to do 15 squats. Squats is a great exercise to get our blood flowing, one of the best ones. So we're just coming in here. As you can see, Lindsay's keeping her back up and down. She's not bending forward like that. That is not a squat. She's keeping it more up and down. So if we can see it proper, there we go, proper. She's keeping it down, nice up and down. Some of you are going to have to deal with the spacing on your legs. You'll need to come out wider or more narrow, just depending on how you're built, potential injuries, lack of movement. So once we're done with our stretching, moving into our wrapping up our squats, and now we're all ready, warmed up, and ready to go for a workout. We'll see you at the first daily workout video.